Okay, so I have a bit of an agenda, but you know,
I love
I
when
don't
you have agenda because I have nothing agenda
no,
wise.
no,
No, agenda wise. I mean,
you
I have stuff, but I don't have a planned agenda. You know me. I don't plan anything.
what? You're always organized for our podcast. You always you are organized, but not written down organized.
Right.
And I'm always written down, but I'm like mess up things all the time. So I don't know. Between the two of us, we have a really good brain.
Yes. One brain between two. That's a little.
I know. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Episode 45. Yes, we're 45 years old.
Oh, I wish.
45. I don't even remember what 45 was, but welcome, everyone. This is Floss Toss. My name is Rachel, and I am, hold on, Sue, let me get all of my stuff in. No, I'm Rachel, Treehouse Fiber Arts, and this is
Sue Knit 24, Legacy Fiber Arts, LFA Linen, all that stuff.
Yes, for the ladies of Floss Toss, and we are thrilled to be here today, a recorded version of our floss tube.
Yes.
We have a little bit of agenda today. We will be talking about our Biscornu along. I can't wait to see your progress on the lovely Biscornus that we're doing. A few more works in progress, right, Sue? Do you have any more to show? Good. Do you have any finished objects? I don't. I have a partially finished objects I can show. I do have some I have a couple of acquisitions I'll share.
I don't know if I shared the one I have that I've already started. We'll find out. I can't remember.
I know. I have a few things I want to show that I'm popping in the shop.
Yes. Well, you've got new stuff coming to the shop. I don't know if you're going to share that today or not.
What?
You said that you ordered.
Oh, yeah, I can talk about that too. I'm so excited about that.
I'm so excited about that. So excited.
Yeah, I've got so much going on in the shop right now. Yeah. So anyways, that's where we're coming from. Our standard. Oh, it's telling me you are about to raise your hand. That always gets me. It tells me that on my iPad.
Oh,
kind of funny.
You have a decent sized box of linen coming to you. Is it linen? I can't remember what I sent you.
No, you sent me Ada.
Ada.
I did. Last week I got your linen last week, and I was able to get it up in my shop before the weekend. And many of you were able to get your hands on some of that beautiful LFA linen. I appreciate all of the folks that got linen over the weekend. You should be getting your linen, or you already have. A lot of you have wrote me and said you love that linen that you got in the mail. So thank you for your orders. And there's a little bit left in there, not much though.
Let's talk about the fact that the box was out there. Well, the box was out there on Sunday morning, and I set up a pickup, and Monday it's 4:00 and no one's come yet. And I'm like, that's weird. It's really late. Mm-hmm. And I had another box that had to go out. And so I called, and it was the second time it happened. And I'm really never rude. I was a waitress forever. So customer service, like, first of all, you get a terrible response when you're rude.
Yes.
Oh, gee, Tim, this is the second time it's happened. It's just kind of important my boxes go out. He goes, oh, no, I understand completely. I'll send someone up. And they didn't. So then I re-put in for it. So it left here Tuesday. So you should have it today or tomorrow.
Oh, you know what? It works. It always works out because I always have other stuff to do. Oh, it's just the people out there aren't going to, get it.
I know. Well, and I will say, I've already shared this with you. This batch of Ada, I can't wait for you to get it because I feel like I was so excited about it.
Yeah.
I'm always excited, but sometimes some batches stick out more than others. And I was so thrilled with this box.
I truly get excited with it. Is super fun to play with the linen when it arrives, and I put it in my press and I pull it out for the first time, and I see it in its smooth state. It's gorgeous. Zweig. I mean, not only your dyeing, but the linen. Oh my gosh. I understand why it's so expensive. That linen coming out of Germany, I don't know where they source their actual flax and how they make it. I would love to tour that factory and just see the whole process. And especially since we've read about the making of linen, I think I've got a really cool video that I found on YouTube about the production or how flax is turned into linen in the olden days. Ooh. It's a video that it's some historical organization in New England. They made it's about 15 minutes long, and it's from like a pioneer village kind of farm. It's a really cute video, and it shows how they got it from flax to the actual outfit that they would wear in colonial times. So I'll put that link down below. But it just is so smooth and so gorgeous. I want to sew like a shirt out of that Zweigart linen.
Yeah. Well, and something we discovered, and I think it's new, is that the 40 count has an orange thread running through it. Is that correct?
Black. Tiny black thread.
It's all orange. It's all orange.
Yes.
And then, I think that's new because I noticed it. And then I thought, I'm not sure. And then you noticed it before I said anything.
And I've been watching every time of course I only have 36 up here, and it's all plain. There's no black lines through it, but where you'll find it is right by the orange stripe that says it's Zweigart. There'll be just one strand of black.
I think it's new. We'll have to go back and look at some old stuff. I don't have any here right now.
It sure is handy. I mean, at this point now, I can tell by the hand of it. The 40 count has just a different drape.
Does it? Okay. Okay. Because I feel like I do, but what happens is when you start dyeing a lot, it all looks the same. Like I try really hard to do like one day, all 40 count, one day, all like when I do the clubs, I do all of one count one day.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I cannot wait to get the new club going. By the way, I'm so excited.
I am so excited. I'm nervous. I'm not nervous about the club. I'm nervous. It's June. It's kind of the beginning of summer, and it's like I just want to get it behind me. And I have all these huge yarn projects. All good. It's so exciting when I look at, because what I'm finding now is I used to be a yarn dyer. I'm still a yarn dyer, but I dye projects. Like Dave used to always say, I have projects to do today. And I was like, I wonder what a project for him looks like. And all of a sudden I have projects. Like I got rid of 2 major projects in the yarn dyeing business this week. And so it's quite different for me. And now my next project is the linen club, and it'll start with, I think I have all the 40 count here, which is a good thing, which reminds me I have to order more. But I like the idea of getting all the linen done within the next couple of weeks. And what I find is I am such a good, organized, unbelievable yarn dyer because I've been doing it for 5 years.
Yes.
So it's like, I am really like good at it.
Yeah. You've got a method.
Yeah, the fabric is a whole new world for me. And every time I dye, it gets better and better. Like as far as use of time, use of everything. Like I've really already started streamlining it. When I first started dyeing yarn, I thought 30 skeins a day was max. Like if I can do 30 a day, that'll be amazing. Oh my God, I can do 30 in a half hour.
Oh my gosh, how funny.
That's probably a little fast, maybe an hour. So anyways, yes.
Yeah, no, that's the same on my end. I mean, the first time I did the whole process of the packaging, it's like I get your stuff and then it's the serging, the ironing, the folding, the labeling, packaging it all up, getting, you know, the historical stuff and sticking and inserting and getting all the mailing labels and slapping it all on. Just getting that all in order and knowing what I can do first. And and I feel like Henry Ford in the assembly line thing, you know.
Yes.
Getting it all.
Well, and it's so much more than dyeing fabric or that's the smallest part of my business. The smallest, teeniest part. If you ever witnessed our first shipping experience when we used to just do updates, it was hysterical compared to what it is. How many times Dave went to the post office? It's hysterical. So yeah.
No, I know. The first time I did the club too, it was clunky. It was a little more clunky than the first. Fortunately, I did have a career before this, and I did do a lot of mailings kind of stuff. So I got all the kinks out with my previous employer, but you know, it's fun to streamline and get it all organized. What's your favorite part of the whole dyeing of fabric process then?
The actual dyeing. Like
actual standing over the fabric and putting in the
I don't like, I'll be honest, I don't like a lot of the pieces. I really don't. It's like, and I shouldn't even say I don't like them. I don't like thinking about having to do them. Once I start doing it, it's like, okay, this is just what you do. Cutting of the fabric takes a long, because we're talking big numbers. So it goes cutting, soaking, dyeing, rinsing, drying, pressing. And my pressing for you is a very quick press because you do all the finishing. When I think of it all, I go, oh, I hate that part. I hate that part. I hate that part. But I like that part and that part. It's not even that I don't like it. It's just, it's thinking about doing it. Once I sit down to do it and I get in a rhythm, it's fine. Like, and the other thing is, like, now I try to cut all the fabric, like cut all the 40 count for the next day, cut all the 36 count. So it's all a matter of rhythm.
Yes.
Yeah,
I like to get prepped for the next day too.
And it's very different dyeing for a club and dyeing for an order. Club dyeing is a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure because of the numbers. The numbers are big.
What's the pressure about it? I would think it'd be.
It's knowing it's coming up. Like for me, it's like, holy crap, it's coming. I got to get cutting. I got to get. Because I like to be ahead of the game, not behind the game. So I'm already like, I should be cutting all of the linen right now.
There's your word you don't like.
No, I hate that word. Yeah. So it's a lot of that. So and it's a longer, this is what the part I don't like. Okay. This is it. I can zero right in on that. Yarn dyeing, you can leave it hanging. Like I've got stuff in there that needs to be rinsed. Fabric, it's a one-day process. You can't, the way I do it, I can't stop and go, I'm tired. I don't want to do it anymore. So I have to know ahead of time how much steam I'm going to have for the day. That's the pressure part, because I want to be pressing it when it's a little damp, right? Because then it's easier.
Yes.
So it's figuring out from start to finish how much energy, time, and space I have for that day.
Yes.
And I'm an overachiever, so I always get in trouble.
Yes.
That's the part I don't like. That's it in a nutshell right there. You cut everything else out.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
It's the start to finish in one day with not a lot of wiggle room. In the way I dye and in my process, that's what it feels like. Now, 6 months down the line, I may be like, nope, that's not true anymore for me. Like, this is how I do it now. And so,
it might change. Well, we're excited to get the next one out. The next one comes out. Linen should be to you, should be sent out by July 15th. And Ada should be sent out by July 30th or 31st, whatever the last day of the month is, maybe sooner, who knows. And we're excited about it. So
We are.
go.
I'm super excited. The other thing is once I establish what the color is going to be, that's another big piece.
That's nice to get that done too.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Well, we did have a couple of comments that we had from the last couple of episodes. First of all,
one of these.
You did.
It like showed up on your side.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, you got a little thumbs up in the corner. It went away.
Weird. Okay. Well, a lot of people liked the hem stitch idea that you shared about, so you're going to have to show that when we get to that point.
Yes, in a piece I'm going to show, we'll talk a little about it.
Okay. And then did you read the comment from Nicole C? She was the latest commenter from the last episode, 2 episodes ago, about the word Biscornu. She is French Canadian, and she said she always thought that Biscornu meant, I guess in French, bis, means two, and cornu in French means horned. So two horned, well, a Biscornu is 2 horns. There's 2, 4 points or 2 sets of horns.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I know. So there you go. Thank you, Nicole C. We appreciate that.
It's also a verb in our world.
Yeah, we Biscornu. Are you Biscornuing today, Sue?
I love when I send you the text. Are you Biscornuing? Because I am.
Yes. Yes, she is. Yeah, so that was it. And we have not yet heard, we've heard from 3 of our 4 big 4,000K winners. We have not heard from our Ada cloth winner, Mary Wedzinski. So Mary, if you get this, if you see this, give me your shipping address in my email down below.
Yes.
I guess I'll give her a shout.
Well, because the live is a whole different, like if a lot of people probably don't go back and watch a live, so she might not have heard it. So it's good to give her this opportunity. Yes.
Yes, that's true. And I think I'll just tell her too, if I don't hear from her here. So anyways, or if anybody knows Mary, please let her know. Okay. Well, what you working on? Should we do our Biscornuing?
Let's do our Biscornuing. Oh, okay. So first of all, this has made me want to stitch a Teresa piece, Teresa Kogut, because I feel like this is very, I don't want to use the word typical, but it's kind of her design style. And I'm loving it so much. So I would really like to go pick out one of her patterns. I don't know which one yet. I have to really go look. I also have become a patron, which I'm so excited about.
We both are now.
Yeah, so excited.
And I got into a rhythm finally.
Okay, let me see yours.
And I cut my
You sure did.
I love, this is so fun now. I have to say, I'm doing all of that dark green all the way around. I'm acting like it's the border of a sampler. You know how I like to just go all the way around?
Very smart.
So that's just how I like to operate.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to start with the coloring in.
I'm so excited because I wanted you to reach this point where it was. And
you're so right. I needed to do 2.
It just clicks. There's something that just clicks. And all of a sudden, it's just a complete joy to work on. The first one was kind of like, okay, just get some focus going.
Yeah.
And
I can't wait to see yours.
Well, I didn't get as much. All day Sunday, I worked on it. I love it. It's stunning.
It is. It's gorgeous. The colors are so beautiful in person, you guys.
They're so beautiful. And I'm dying to start the back. Because I've had such a good work week, I think this weekend is going to be all about making for me. I know. So I want to finish it so bad.
Look at, they're right up my alley of colors.
That's what I was going to show you. I did not do that this time because I have from the lovely Diane, one of these.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I've been known to have this look better. I roll them into circles and I plop them when I start working on it.
Looks
I
good.
love it. I love it. In my gorgeous bag. Oh my God.
Oh, I know. I know.
I love it so much.
I know, I keep saying that over and over, but oh, Diane, I feel so excited to have you
I do
back.
too.
Honestly.
My mother came up on Sunday for dinner and she was like, "What is that bag?" And I was like, "Oh my God, isn't it beautiful?" She was like, "Oh my God." She's in awe of the fact that people send us things.
Yes. So is my mother.
It's so generous. It's like, and even in the knitting world, like all the bags. But look at what the bags. The back's gonna look like this.
I keep thinking to myself, the back's less stitching. Is it? I haven't even
A lot
looked.
less.
Okay.
It's a lot less. And again, I think the symmetry of the design is going to make it relatively quick.
Mm-hmm.
I love it so much.
This kind of turned into one of my manias. I don't know why I thought I was going to get this done before May.
I kind of feel the same way, but I did start something else.
Me too, a little bit, not much.
Because I got my beautiful kits from you. Where's the other one? So bad. I tried to do a clean. It didn't work. I don't know where the other one is, but you have it, the sewing one. But so this book is so lovely. Oh my gosh.
Her books. It's Brenda Gervais, keeper of the pins, and I do have more of these. They're selling pretty fast because thank you, Laura, for mentioning. She mentioned the other one, the
sewing one.
Yeah, which one?
Where that one went?
This one. Thank you for mentioning that. This is selling well too.
I got that one too, and it was really hard to decide. These designs are a little less stitching. I think that's why I picked these designs to start with. And this, again, I didn't even have to look once I got those tomatoes. And now I'm filling in. I think
that spool is so cool.
Yeah. Oh, this piece is really fast. So I think I'm going to hem stitch this one. I think I'm going to get a piece of dyed fabric that's really dark downstairs. That might have been like a mistake or something, or dye myself something really dark. Have it on the back, hem stitch them together. Okay. We'll talk about it as it gets closer. I don't remember. I used to hem stitch all the time because you can hem stitch around little samplers.
Yes.
I mean, it's so fun to do. It's just a half of a 4-sided stitch, and you whip each leg twice, and you get this rhythm, and you pull it tight. And I think I'll use a pearl cotton that matches the fabric the best. And then you just cut along the top. And then I think I'm going to take like one of these colors and maybe do a row of cross stitch around it to kind of close it in. And then, which you'll stitch the back and the front together. That's a little trickier, lining up and all of that. And then I'm going to fill it with walnut shells.
I can't wait to see this.
Me either.
I love this.
Yeah.
So that's going to be really pretty.
I think so. And no sewing machine. And
yeah. And it'll hold the walnuts in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
I know.
Very cool.
So before I hem stitch it completely together, I need to have an opening to get those walnuts in.
I do like Lori Holt, just go all the way around and then cut a little slit in the back, put your walnut holes in, and then cover the back up with your felt heart or something.
Pumpkin.
Oh, yeah.
Tomato.
Yeah, tomato.
Okay.
That's how I do all my pillows now. I do not even.
So next one is this.
Next one. Oh yeah, the bird, the sewing bird, which Teresa Kogut has a collection of them going, and I knew nothing of them before. Now I want to have a collection.
I kind of do, and I want one.
Well, I started this one.
Oh, that's the one I was going to start.
Yeah, but I have not gotten very far on it. I mean, I just started the top little. It's a measuring
that I was thinking.
It's a measuring tape at the top. And I'm doing it on a 36 count. It's going to be pretty big. I mean, these are bigger pillows. These are like 100 by 100, I want to say.
I was going to say that looks like it's going to be big.
Yeah, these are not small pillows.
You know what I'm tempted to do? I'm tempted to dye up some Lugana and work over one on Lugana.
That's a good idea. So this is going to be really fun once I get into a rhythm. But that's, the measuring tape, really easy. Really easy, but super fun. I can't wait to do the scissors. And I actually had all the thread. Oh, shocking. I love when that happens, and it's in my new Kari Trapper Keeper. This is what I call it, but it's her project keeper, which I need in the process of moving right now. So there was no update.
I know. Help me,
Kari Tiger Lily Designs.
Help me see when she starts making them again.
I will. You will be the first to know.
The first to know. So yeah, those are I have one more stitching piece.
I have my almost done piece too.
Well, let me see it.
Oh, almost done.
Angel.
I haven't put the felt on the back. See, I cut in it. I just have to figure out what shape felt I want on the back. And then I haven't put anything on the outer edge. I have a small little bauble. Like I didn't really, do I have it up here?
I was going to say, I want to see it.
I have some lady dot in the dark.
Oh, I like the dark. It would really, because the dark, it matches the dark in those flowers.
I know. But is it 4th of July? This is more Christmassy to me. I was thinking I kind of wanted more of like, I don't know. I'm just feeling like everybody does the dots. I actually was at Joann's yesterday getting some pillow form inserts, and I wanted some sort of like, fireworky, and they had nothing there. I don't know.
I also think it looks really nice with nothing.
With nothing. I know.
I really do.
I don't know if I just keep it like a pillow and just, or if I mean, Vanna in her tutorial, she had it hanging. She had like a gold cord hanging. I just think it's cute.
I do too. So is that part of the Patreon?
Yes, this is part of the Patreon. She has a secret website that you get on that you can download things that are
do I know about this?
It's a big discount. What you'll need to do now is go back and look at all the previous posts on her Patreon. And you'll see each month there's a password to the secret shop.
I haven't spent enough time over there.
You have to pay for this, but it's not.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's fun, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
And I just use my colors.
I love it. You picked great colors.
And then I, have this cute little thing, which leads me to these little pillows. I always feel like you need little patterns, on the back. A lot of the fabrics that I have in my stash, they're these bigger patterns that just don't work. So, I'm finding myself needing smaller patterns. And then I was thinking, well, other people might need smaller patterns or patterns of fabric that, I don't know, that lend themselves to finishing for stitching. And I was like, I should have stuff like that in my shop. And I'm like, well, maybe I should have some fabrics in my shop. And next thing I know, I'm looking at Riley Blake. And then I'm like, oh, why don't I see what I can do with Riley Blake? And then I'm placing an order for my shop from Riley Blake. So I'm going to start small with some really cool lines from Riley Blake. I've got on order some just stacks, like the 10-inch square stacks, the 5-inch, and the 2-inch strips. They're called roly-polies from people we know, like Teresa, Kogut, and of course, Lori Holt. I've got some of her lines, and just a couple of others that I think will lend themselves to our finishing, if you know what I mean. So yeah. Yeah, and there's also some of the other items I'm throwing in there. They also have Liberty fabric. I might have placed some order for my shop for some cool like Liberty fabric items that I cannot wait to get my hands on.
I was just watching quickly Kate Last Homely House.
Yes.
And she has it's an old one, English paper piecing, which I'll share because I'm now obsessed again. And she has this gorgeous one that Kristen Vollenvine is doing. It's a mandala. Oh my gosh. I heard from both her and Kristen, it's too much to go beyond the mandala. Do something with that because it is so intricate. And there's 1 or 2 tiny, tiny pieces that is like, I can't do this over and over again. But they're done with Liberty fabrics. And first of all, yeah, I want to let you finish talking about the shop and then I'll show you what I'm doing with my jelly.
You show, because I just got on the kick because I was looking at this fabric.
Well, I bought a gorgeous jelly roll from French General, which I love red so much. And this is really not a red, it's a burnt orange red almost. It's a jelly roll. There's more here. And this idea came from Nicole's needlework. She was doing this. She's another one that is so prolific.
She is. Love it. Love watching her passion. Like she is a lot like us, where we go down a rabbit hole. Go
down hard. Yeah,
we
go down. Started making quilts and now she's made 1 million and oh my God, and they're all beautiful. Well, anyway, she was using this for hexagons now I watched her latest one and she was using a different, like they come, I forgot what it was, like 5 by 10 or something like that.
Oh, was it a Fat Quarter Shop Jolly Bar?
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe
it's a special size that they do for Fat Quarter Shop.
Well, so I ended up getting this, I think from Fat Quarter Shop. And then I just went to Amazon because for some reason 1-inch hexies are very hard to find right now. Now this is a good.
Probably because Nicole.
I know. I don't know. But this just fits where you can then wrap your.
Because you have to, when you cut it, you have to make the allowance.
1/4 inch.
Oh my gosh, how perfect is that thing?
It's perfect. So, and then I was like, I don't know why. I was just in this state of confusion. Like, so, okay, this is 1 inch. So if I buy a plexiglass, whatever you call the one that you cut for the fabric, I could not figure out what size I needed. I just had a mental block. And I was like, you know what? I want to get started. First, I ordered these from Fat Quarter and they were iron-on. And I was leery of it because, this is going to sit for a long time. And then you have to wet them. And I'm like, no, I don't want those. Then I ordered another pack that I thought was the right size. It was gigantic. Like, I just had a mental block. But the cool thing is I just grabbed one of my tulip pink ones. And I just, how do I do that? I line it up. So I know I'm going to cut there. And then do you know what I mean? So this is a guide. So you can use anything really where you just hold it against the edge. Yeah. So I'm the most distracted human in the world. I thought I'll cut 1 million of these. No, just enough to do what I wanted to do. So here's what I still have to do. But I was originally going to start with doing the flower, just the flower, and then have a white or cream in between. So you'd have a cream and then you'd have another flower. I wasn't going to have cream around every flower. Then I thought I want the flowers to be bigger. One more out. I'm obsessed.
That's going to be fun.
And I don't know, I'm going to make the flowers. I may end up doing like a table runner. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm leaving that open.
I've got a few of those already made, and I was thinking I would just applique them on a bag, or, like, because I'm not making a quilt or.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm really not sure. I'm just going to enjoy the process.
Fun. Yeah, that's fun. Very good. Oh, that's good.
It reminds me of spinning. You know how you just spin to spin? Like,
yes,
I just spin. That's it. I don't make yarn from it. I just keep spinning.
And you're using the glue from the Sudali glue still, and you're using your, what type of needle are you using?
I am using these needles.
Ooh.
I don't know where I got them from.
What are they? They
are, oh my gosh, English needles, Scarlett, ScarlitoDay.com. Where did I get these?
Oh my gosh.
I have no idea where I got these from. I have a lot. It was when I bought all my Tula Pink stuff.
Okay. Must be a special kind of needle for English paper piece.
Very sharp, bigger than you would think.
Oh.
Can't see him.
No.
Long. Oh, it's on the floor. Needle down.
Needle down. Needles down. That's our little tagline.
In our legacy, it's needles up. So yeah, I get that before once we hang up. But
we gotta end on
needles down. Chelsea and I are always like needles up.
So appropriate.
Actually, people here aren't getting the
like, okay.
That is, but it is hysterical.
Okay. And then the thread, are you using like an 80 weight?
I don't know.
Oh, you're using regular old
Aurifil.
That's the orange. I think the orange is 50.
Oh, I don't know. I just had it and I said I'll use it.
Sorry for all the questions.
Okay, no, I enjoy. So that's what I'm using. I have no idea if it's right or wrong.
Yep, it's working. That's what matters. So that's cool. Good for you. Now you make me want to get back into my English paper piecing.
Honestly, though, the look I want. I love the look in a quilt. I feel like it's very Lori Holtish, where you have got the background and it's just happy colors, like picnicky. Like
I love it.
I know. I could see myself doing one of those.
I know. Speaking of Lori Holt, I've been wanting to get. I got her panels for the cookbook, and I've been. Okay, so I'm on. Okay. So back up, I've got a boy graduating from high school, and in a couple weeks I have a graduation party, which really makes you, when you've got lots of people coming to your home and you had COVID for 2 years happening, it makes you really want to clean and get organized. And oh my gosh, my towels and my hot pads are disgusting. And of course you want to make them. I'm not going to.
Of course.
What the heck? Why don't I just go to Target and buy?
I know. I'm exactly you. I understand.
It's so cute. So I want to make these hot pads, and I'm not going to make the casserole carrier, but there's these hot pads and all kinds of stuff.
This weekend. Do that this weekend.
Yeah, I know. I think I might.
You should, because then it would be like a project done.
But I mean, she's got the panel. She's so genius. I love you, Lori, if you're watching. Yeah, so I'm going to cut some of these out and make the hot pads. And then, not only does she have the hot pad panels, but she's got the tea towels as well. So I'm going to just make some new tea towels for my kitchen here. I'm doing a horrible job.
No, oh my gosh, I love it. I know. It really does have to do with COVID and us not entertaining for years. Honestly, if I was your neighbor, I would be right there helping you get ready and doing all the cooking for you.
I mean, I enjoy it. It's not like it's not fun to. I get inspired, which I love feeling inspired to.
That's it more than anything, is the inspiration.
Yes, exactly. Which then led me to, why have I not bound my quilt yet? I have it all quilted. my nice Lori Holt quilt.
And you know what? Oh my gosh, I know. I don't know that I would be able to do this, but think about all like the volleyball games, all that stuff, binding that, like just sitting there and whip stitching that on. Because do you do the final as hand?
Yeah, I will. I
Like
think
that's something I would have everywhere I went. I know it's a hard one.
I'm not sure if I could do the quilt. I know I could do knitting. I feel confident enough. I don't think I could take cross stitch. I don't think I'm there yet with taking a big quilt.
It's, when you could, is if it was an outside event.
Yes. If it were football in November, but then I'd have mittens on.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Lori would do it.
She would. And I know, but do you have to have it completely open? Could you have it folded so you do this section?
I don't know.
I know.
Okay. It makes me nervous just thinking about it. But I am going to bind it. I'm making a scrappy binding. See, that's what's stopping me. I have to make the binding yet. And I've got all my strips ready to make my 2.5-inch binding. And that's not hard. Come on.
No, it's not. But you add it to the list.
Yeah, it's just, so that's that issue there. Oh gosh, I want to tell everybody too. I went to Costco for the first time in a very long time.
I love Costco.
Oh my gosh, they had these. I have one of those IKEA bin things. This is for babies, I'm sure. But look at the with llama or alpaca. I'm not sure. And there's a sheep and a llama.
I want those.
They're so cute. They're the 13-inch bins and they're really well made. They have the bottom.
Oh my gosh. Kelsey needs those.
Yeah. Oh, she does. They have all kinds of animals. They have like 8 animals, I think.
I have to go.
They're so cute. So if you need, I needed them. Listen to me. But I just had to get them for my yarn.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So that's that. Look, anyways, some things came in. And then my Blackbird fabric.
Oh, you got Blackbird fabric?
Well, I had it on order for a very long time from Fat Quarter Shop, and it finally came in. And I'm sure you've seen other people that have got it, but I got the Fat Quarter of the hands or the threads that bind. My Fat Quarter came in, and then from Happy Little Stitch Shop, I got
You got that?
I did. You look at the squares. I just love. You can't see how if you're up close, you can see all those big squares.
Yes, I can see them. All those points. Yeah, but those stars look hard.
Not
and if you just have triangles.
They're not hard at all. And those points, just follow Fat Quarter Shop's beginner quilt techniques.
Oh my gosh. So in that box is what? Is it all the fabric?
Good question. It is the entire kit for that quilt. So it even has this thing, which it's the ruler for the mini easy angle 2.87 inch by 2.5 inch acrylic tool, designed to be used with jelly rolls and other easy quilting tools for creating intricate designs from fabric scraps. Instructions.
Oh gosh.
And then, more fabric for the kit.
I love kits.
I do too.
Yeah. I know. There's something about the word. We were talking about it because we've got a lot of kits coming out in for Legacy. There's something about the word kit that is just so exciting.
It just means you can sit down and start.
You don't need to collect. I think that's the pandemic did that for me too. It's like just to have something all in one space so you don't have to order from here, order from there. It's just so nice.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, great. That's so exciting.
Yeah. So this time I really did have a lot of fun little finds. I usually don't have this much stuff, so I apologize to those of you who don't like to see things. But
it's kind of exciting because they're kind of different. I have one other thing that I worked on.
Oh, your house.
So when we did our live, I had started this and then I continued that day. I think this is one day's work. So everything, all the blue is done. It looks like it's not. So the only thing left are the wispy flowers and filling in the roof. That's all.
Such a cute, such a cute, this designer, Tamar, she is just a wonderful designer. Such cute, I mean, I'm realizing she has such a unique style, as opposed to a lot of the other designers out there. She's a true artist. I don't know, she has a unique style.
I agree 100% with you. I feel like very children's booky, which is a look that I love.
She's an illustrator
Yeah. You can tell. You can tell.
Yeah. And if you haven't heard about this book yet, I know you've been reading a ton, Sue. I heard about this book, and I'm sure many of you have too. There was an interview, Gary did an interview on the Fiber Talk maybe a month or so ago with Claire Hunter, who I really like following. She wrote, the Threads book. What was that book? Do I have that book? Threads. You guys are all yelling it out. I'm sure. Yeah, Threads of Life. That was her book, her first book, A History of the World Through the Eye of a Needle. This is her latest book. It's all about the embroidery of Mary, Queen of Scots. And I just started it, but I can just read what it's about to you if you're interested in it. At her execution, Mary, Queen of Scots wore red. Widely known as the color of strength and passion, it was in fact worn by Mary as the Catholic symbol of martyrdom. In 16th century Europe, women's voices were suppressed and silenced. Even for a queen like Mary, her prime duty was to bear sons. In an age when textiles expressed power, Mary exploited them to emphasize her female agency. From her lavishly embroidered gowns as the prospective wife of the French Dauphine, I think that's how you say it, to the fashion dolls she used to encourage a Marian style at the Scottish court, and the subversive messages she embroidered in captivity for her supporters, Mary used textiles to advance her political agenda, affirm her royal lineage, and tell her own story. In this eloquent cultural biography, Claire Hunter exquisitely blends history, politics, and memoir to tell the story of a queen in her own voice.
I love it.
Yeah. And the interview with Claire is wonderful. It's one of, I think, Gary's best interviews. It's really good. And I got this book on, I think I wrote it down. You can buy it on Amazon. It's a little pricey. But I got it on free shipping on, I didn't write it down. I'll put it down below. It's a site from Great Britain.
Oh.
And it was free shipping for $20, a hardcover. But I know it's going to be in soft cover in 2023. I think you can pre-order it already. Maybe your library would too.
You know, I'm a library girl now. I'm really working hard on this challenge.
Yeah.
Going to the library. So I wrote it down. I'm going to put myself on the list.
There you go. Yeah, I know. There's pictures in here too of her embroidery. And yeah, so far it's been really, really interesting. It's right up my alley.
Love it. I'm the only part, you know me with the historical part, if there's too many words, I might get lost. But I'm definitely going to give it a try.
You can borrow mine if I ever see you in person.
I wonder though, if listening to it.
Ooh. Well, you know, what I love is she's got like a cast of characters and she like writes all of them down, when they lived and who they're related to and how. And
that would be very helpful.
Yes. And there's a lot of them and what country they led. And,
yeah. I get lost really easy if it's more than 2 characters. So
me too. Me too.
I always say 2 or less is all I do. I know the book I'm reading now has too many, and it's just like, I just have to keep them all straight. Who's who and who belongs to who, and it's okay. But yeah, I'm obsessed with reading. That's a big problem right now for me.
It does take a lot of time. That's why I've been listening to a lot.
I know. And I want to listen and I get lost. Unless I'm driving.
Yeah, that's the only time I can really listen.
Yeah.
If I can listen to podcasts if I'm surging.
Same.
Or ironing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anything where I have to look at the computer and move around and think and look at numbers or.
I know. Same.
So these bags, I think they show up better on the screen. So I'm just going to quickly show them. People are buying them a lot. I started out with the blue one. I just wanted to show I have new colors if you're interested. And I have a new color of the cherries as well. So
love
they're in the shop too. I love these so much. They're huge, like an extra large size oilcloth, and they have different colored ginghams.
Oh, I just think of like the beach. Look at them. I know.
I have been using mine nonstop. This is, I mean, I just love it for I stick my bags, my cross stitch, my knitting.
Yep.
Yeah, the beach. I just use it all over my house. I take it outside now. But the blue has the red in it, and the black also has the red in it. So anyway, they're made in the U.S.
Well, and I think a hint too around your shop is that you do just put things in.
Yeah, I do.
So I would encourage people, because I even have to start doing it more, of making a habit of just checking in to see what you have there. Because
I should tell you.
No, but you know what? I think that's good because it gives I know Natalie does that too. Remembrance's Pottery.
Yeah.
Because when you do an update or something like that, where you advertise it, it goes really quickly and some people miss it on Instagram.
Yeah.
So it is nice to just check in once in a while if people know that about your shop. That sometimes you just slip things in.
Yeah. I definitely slip things in during the week, and Fridays I usually or Saturday mornings I'm getting a newsletter out.
Yep.
Yeah. And usually I'm announcing here on our floss tubes, either live or this floss tube here, what's going to be in the shop on the weekend, and then my newsletter. So that's the best way to find out what's going to be new. So exciting. Yeah, this has been fun. So this weekend is a making weekend for you.
I want it to be. I am really, really trying to allow myself more time because I do tend to work way too much, only because it's right here in my house. Like you can't get away from it. So it's like I sneak into my office and do a few things, and next thing you know, it's 3 hours. And
yes.
And it's not even that I don't want to be doing it. It's like I want to be doing it. But then and then I was telling Dave last night, we go to bed really early in this house. It's just what we do. We're up really early, not like you though. But what I'm finding is I have no time for making because I work all day. So I'm going to try with the summer hours to be up a little later making, and there's just so much I want to do.
I know. I'm the same. I know. And I'm glad we've got exciting things with the family coming up now, and I got to focus on that. So I'm glad it's inspiring us to get things organized around the house, which we need to do, and getting the backyard all settled, and seeing friends and family will be so nice. So.
Well, and we're out of the habit of doing that, right? It's like it's a big change to do that again. And it's like, but I also find, and I think we're going to find it with most people that watch this, is like my stress level goes up. I'm more like frustrated or impatient when I don't take time to do the making, because the making for me is what brings the blood pressure down and everything. And like for me, making is breathing. So if I'm not making a good amount of the day, which we're so lucky we have creative jobs, that is a help. That definitely is a help. If I did not have a creative job and had no time for making, I would be a hot mess.
Yeah. Hot mess. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Well,
Yeah. So I have to meet friends for lunch. So exciting. I haven't seen other humans in too long.
yeah. I've got work to do in the shop to get ready for the weekend, and we'll get this podcast up. Hopefully you're watching this by Friday, and I just,
Next one is live, if we're brave enough.
Yes, and hopefully we'll get it on the right channel. And
you know what, though? That is the easiest mistake, because I have 2 channels too. I have our business channel and then my channel. And now I try to stay on the business channel mostly because that's where a lot of the stuff happens. But it gets really confusing. On Instagram, I have 3 different, and it's like,
well, my subscriber count went up. I don't know why people
well, and let's just say this, people that found your channel, go back and watch some of those old videos. They're really good. Enjoy that channel.
You can see all the evolution of my glasses. Alone is worth the admission price of $0.
No, you had a great channel. Great channel.
Anyways, well, maybe I should go back over there and get back to spinning, which I really would like to spin a little.
I want to spindle spin. I almost pulled it out last week.
See, here we go again. We're talking about that. We need a retreat, and we should just have a retreat where all we do is the things that we haven't done in a long time, like spinning, weaving, punch needle, which we're going to do this fall, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
On that note, maybe I'll get that out. The clown music is now playing. So let us enjoy your weekend, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you on the next episode. Yeah. Needles down, everyone. Bye.
Gosh, I got to find that needle quick.